right, guys, how we doing? This is Double K, and I am here to bring you my All-Star Break review. This week, I'm starting with two of the bottom teams in the Pacific Division in basketball, and that is the Los Angeles Lakers and the Sacramento Kings. Let's start first in La La Land. In La La Land, the Lakers are 19-37, and most of their fan base still thinks they have a chance to make the playoffs. They're 28 games behind Golden State for the best record in the conference, and they're 12-13 at home, 7-24 on the road, 4-3 in division, and 9-23 in conference. This is a team that I do expect to make some improvements as the season moves along, but I don't expect them to really get good enough to even really get to the playoff spot. 39-46 is where I see them finishing, probably around 9th or 10th best in the Western Conference. So far, though, they're doing pretty decent, averaging 105 points a game. Their problems really stand from the defensive end, where they're averaging 111 points given up a game, and I believe like about 15 turnovers a game. But they are averaging 21 assists, 44 rebounds a game, which is good considering the fact that this team's going to need to get better in both of those areas in order to compete with the teams in their own division like the Clippers and the Warriors, yet alone in the Western Conference with teams like the Spurs and the Rockets. Their top players as far as point scoring is Lou Williams with 18 points per game. He's kind of had a resurgence of his career since joining LA. And D'Angelo Russell is averaging almost 5 assists a game. If he can get his numbers up on the scoring end, we might see something nice come out of LA, maybe a 40-win season. Julius Randle is leading the team with 49% shooting from the field. This is a team that really is sorely missing their alpha male and Kobe Bryant, and needs to find a direction with Luol Deng, D'Angelo Russell, Timothy Mozgov, and them boys, and get back to their winning ways. Magic Johnson has just recently taken over as an advisor to Jeannie Buss, so I expect them to get better soon, but it's going to take a few years, as even Magic himself said today. Next up is the Sacramento Kings. The Kings are a team that has shown lots of hope over the past few years, but once again is having yet another disappointing season. With only 23 wins and 32 losses at the All-Star break this year, they are 23.5 games behind the Warriors. They're 12-15 at home, 11-17 on the road, 3-5 in the division, and 13-17 in conference. Their projected new finish is 40-42. I project them to make the playoffs this year. I think they will fall just short in once again that 9, 10, or 11 spot, depending on who does what when late in the season. The team ranks 103 points per game, 41 rebounds a game, 23 assists per game, but giving up 106 points. So they're not that far off on the defensive end. Dave Yeager teams to sometimes take a while to come together. But if this team does come together, then we are going to see them make some strides, kind of like Memphis did early in Yeager's time there. The top players on the team are DeMarcus Cousins, Darren Collison, Omar Caspi, etc. Collison's having a pretty good year, averaging 48 or shooting 48% from the field. Cousins is averaging about 28 points, about 10 plus rebounds, and 5 assists a game. So he's really dominating himself despite his 17 technical fouls. If he can stay out of technical foul trouble for the rest of the season, I believe that DeMarcus Cousins can actually put up a good case for MVP, as well as get the Kings to a solid record, maybe even up to 500. But that's it for right now. We'll cover the Kings a little bit more come postseason and see where they're at. But this has been my review, Double K, for Double K's take for the All-Star break for the Lakers and for the Kings. Tune in next week when I go over the Clippers. No, not the Clippers, Warriors, and Blazers. That's 2 weeks from now. The Suns. Yeah, that's it. I don't know. Tune in next week and find out. This has been Double K. I'll chat y'all later.